What up, YouTube? It's Mr. Everything.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga.
This is my 2006 GSXR 600. Paid $16.80 for it. I had to swap the ignition because I was getting a C42 code. I also had to swap the gauge cluster. I've switched the bar ends and the levers, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to switch out this oil pan gasket because it's leaking. Here's my 2007 GSXR 750. I paid $820 for this bike. Clean title, clean facts. The guy said it needed a fuel pump. So a lot of the parts that were on this bike I've been harvesting and using them on my 600. I took the radiator off of this bike and put it onto my 600 because my 600 had a leaky radiator. But I've already ordered up a few parts and we're gonna see if this bike runs once everything comes in. I got a great deal on it, so even if I part it out, I feel like I'll be good. This is my 2008 GSXR 600. This bike is probably the most complete bike of the three. I had to buy a front wiring harness for the gauge and the headlight. Had to buy a front stay, and I had to buy a speedometer, gauge cluster. This bike is ready to ride. I mean, the guy took the factory muffler and took the battery out of it, but all of that stuff didn't really cost much. It just needs a new fairing kit and we're ready to go. It has a whole new key set because I guess they couldn't find the key or whatever. They hollowed this gas cap out. So that's pretty much gonna wrap this video up. I've already did a lot to the bikes. Being that my work schedule is pretty all over the place and pretty hectic, it's hard to hone in and get content on one bike. So I'm doing this build series all together. All three bikes are gonna be built together. I'm gonna be doing everything in conjunction. One video I might focus on one bike more than the other. Pretty much I'm gonna build all of these bikes together and it's gonna be a build series all together. A lot of parts still coming in, a lot of stuff still being ordered. I just got today an email saying that my fairings was complete. They paint all of the fairings to order. So I ordered them probably, I want to say like 10 days ago. They had to get the fairing kit, paint it the colors that I wanted, and then it's gonna be shipped over. So in the next probably, I say a week or so, I'll be throwing the fairing kit on my 06 600. That bike is pretty much ready to go. We've switched out all the gaskets and everything that needed to be switched out. We've done pretty much everything on that bike that needed to be done. So that'll be the first bike that's done. Probably the second bike up will probably be the 08, simply because it really doesn't need a whole lot of anything. The 750, I got a great deal on it, but you feel me, we don't even know if the bike runs. Now I did swap the ignition because the guy didn't have a key. It charged the battery. Front wiring harness for the headlight was a mess, so I had to order another one of those. Did attach my 06 wiring harness to the 07 750 and it turns on, but like the gauge cluster doesn't, you know, it's weird. I don't know if parts of the wiring harness got mangled or tore up, so we'll see down the line. But this is the end of the video. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you fuck with what I got going on with the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, like the video. Otherwise, it's Mr. Everything. I'm out.